Good morning, Sinsauri, and welcome back to our channel. Finally, here it comes. Finally, patch 1.6 is out. Patch 1.6 of Automobilista 2. It's been out very recently. We're talking about hours. I still have the mark of the hot visor on my forehead from trying it, and I want to tell you my first impressions while they're still hot. Obviously, you can't shoot centennials as first impressions. That will surely change over time, or in drink or in sea, so you will have to use it. But just for those who maybe couldn't download it and therefore have to wait 3 to 4 days because they have no way to play, I want to give you some impressions that I had and maybe compare with you in the comments on other impressions. First thing to say, Razer did one thing. He announced this patch in March. It will come out then when the summer, the end of the summer, the end of September, has arrived like Santa Claus's sand, practically on the 1st of December. And tomorrow is the 1st of December, but it has arrived more at Christmas than summer. And this has raised the bar of expectation exponentially. It's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not qualified to say that, but rightly so. When you put aside a simulator that should have undergone an epochal change, you expect an epochal change. So this epochal change, let's say that on the first impression it happened halfway, because I expected the end of the cartoon effect, Doraemon's car effect in Automobilista 2, that is, to get closer to that chrome of colors that we have on Assetto Corsa Competizione. Lovers of minimal simulation, what the fuck do you care about graphics? But if you play with the visor, you notice it. Well, this despite it being announced, at least with a Quest 2 with a visor, I didn't notice it. Yes, a slight improvement. I tried it in the rain. The rain is better graphically, but nothing special. And then this other thing, you're going to try what right away? The Lamborghini. You're going to try the Lamborghini. Lamborghini, you sit down and you see a symbol. Borghini has finally arrived. The race logic, you feel used to it. Of a Lamborghini GT3, then take a step back and go and see your favorite car, which in my case is the McLaren 720 Generation 2. And if you come back from the car that you expect to be in the GT3 Championship, it is the GT3 again from the good Doraemon, a cartoon. They haven't updated the graphics at all on the old machines, or at least the 2 or 3 I've managed to get to see. I still have a lot left. So what do? Go try the Alpine, the Alpine, the Alpine, the Alpine, the Alpine, the Alpine, call it whatever the fuck you want. But we understand each other. It's the M of H, and I tried at Urbering, the short track. The first braking I go straight, but it's right that it is like this. So they did something to me on the LMDH, because before you braked, that is, the LMDH, when you try it with cold brakes, must destabilize a little. Then the more I drove it, the more I was convinced, and I have to say that there was not an epochal change there. There was a new car. Then I should also try the BMWs. I like the Alpine, it's not easy. The sliding effect of the car is still there, and it's right that it is, because in my opinion it was a feature of Automobilista 2 that is missing in other simulators, that forces you to work. I like it, it convinced me, I liked it a lot. I tried the ear. The Oreca guys, I don't know, I still haven't understood what is paid, what I will find, what I won't find, because now you can try everything. I tried sabering, which is nice, but nothing different from what normal Assetto Corsa can bring us, but the Oreca. This is awesome, I had a blast like a kid. This makes me think that the developers of Automobilista 2, who have a very difficult task, that is, to make a huge variety of cars consumable and enjoyable, have concentrated on certain models. I haven't tried the Audi yet, and I can tell you that on the ear it really feels like you're in a racing car. Even if you have a headset, even if you know you're sitting in the car, it's really, really rewarding to drive. It's a fantastic sound, a really beautiful sound with the Quest headphones, not even with a 5.1 that makes everything come back to me. I really liked it. That's why I would call this first part, because then there is PT2, this PT1 of Patch Motorist 2, let's say a half victory. There hasn't been that much of a change in the localization, but for example, a really cool car has been introduced. There are changes, but changes that, after an hour of play, I struggle to tell you if they are better or worse. Be careful if you start with your favorite old cars. You might not find a huge change there. Some work has been done. In my opinion, we have not gone into that range of changes that makes you say, but these are hot impressions after the first wave of gameplay. So I have now made this video because I want your impressions in the comments below. And then I will do a review on Automobilista 2.1.6 after a few hours of gameplay, because this is not a review, but the review would be wrong. These are the first impressions. Now I'm going to try the Corvette that should have been modified. Then another nice thing, in my opinion, is that the number of cars that will participate in this championship has been expanded. I hope that if one does not want to buy these cars, if not perhaps present as opponents, this would be nice. Because currently the request is 9.90 euros for the other DLC, which I think will disappear at the weekend. 14 euros for the other DLC, which I think will disappear, I don't know if at the end of the week or later. I don't know if I will justify the Lamborghini DLC. I don't know. IMSA, maybe. We need to understand if IMSA is just tracks and cars are there or something else. Don't give up on the Oreca for any reason, nor on the Alpine. Now I'll go and look. I have changed all the menus, so get used to a completely different menu, but still familiar to you. Nicer than the menu, but nothing that does not. There is no illusion, or at least I have not found it. If someone can tell me how to set it, the menu in Italian. When I read somewhere that the menu would also be coming in Italian, now I'm positively surprised without shouting. We'll see about that later. Well, Sinsari, I say goodbye. If you like my videos, please subscribe, bell, like and comment. Even if you don't like a comment, I want it, because I like to receive some criticism. I receive a lot. I'm always very happy. Bye, Sari.